Hey everybody, it's Matt Brown from the band Dead Parade and Matt Brown's Guitar Studio in Chicago. I am back with my favorite pull-off exercise. So it's one of three pull-off exercises that I practice on the regular. And I think this is the most important of the three, especially if you're new to just developing the pull-off technique. So getting the raw technique down with all of the fingers and all of the finger combinations. So this is definitely the best. Okay, so I'll kind of break down and explain the exercise and then just play through it for you, and then hopefully that'll leave you with no questions. But if you have questions, by all means get a hold of me, and if you want to see the tabs too, just email me. Alright, so here we go. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to play in the 5th position to start with. You can play this in other positions, but 5th position is a good place to start. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a pull-off between our middle finger and our first fingers to start with, and we're going to do 2 of them. So what makes a good pull-off technique? Number 1, general good left-hand technique still applies, keeping the fingers as close to the frets but not on them. Then the other thing is you want to keep the anchor finger, or the finger fretting the lower note, completely stationary, so not moving at all. Otherwise you'll sharpen the pitch, or you might, pull the string off the fretboard. So the other finger, the finger that's doing the pull part, generally on the first string you want to pull straight down towards the floor, not any outward motion this way at all, just straight down. So what you're doing is it's like you're plucking the string with that finger. So the amount that the string is displaced is going to control the volume, similar to the velocity of the finger coming down determines the volume of your hammer-on. So to get it loud, straight down. If I come straight out this way, you almost can't hear it. Alright, so what we're going to do, back to the exercise, is we're going to do 2 pull-offs there with the middle and first finger. Alright, the next step is we're going to do 2 between the ring finger and first finger. So, alright, next, as you might guess, we're going to do 2 between the pinky and first finger. Alright. Step 2 of this is the middle finger becomes the anchor finger. So then what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 pull-offs between the ring and middle finger. Alright, then 2 between the pinky and middle. And then step 3, the ring finger becomes the anchor finger at the 7th fret here, and then we're going to do 2 between pinky and ring. Alright, so if that's hard for you and that's challenging with any of these fingers, make sure you practice this exercise. So now I'm going to, perform it for you and give you some more of the specifics. What you need to do is play this with a metronome, as you probably noticed. So set it to, I had it about 110. That's kind of a good, maybe a little too fast if you're brand new to this to start. So maybe start around like 90. And you need to have a note to every click. So you'll have click, 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 click. Because the problem that most people run into, and I explain this with the hammer-on exercise, is that they do the first of the 2 notes too short. And you have this unbalanced rhythm, so it's got to be really straight, even rhythm. Okay, so when you have that together, the next step is to play the exercise on all 6 strings. So the challenge that comes with the remaining 5 strings is that you have a string below them that gets in the way of the pull-off finger. So in this case, let's say we're playing on the 2nd string. What my left hand is doing is I'm arching my fingers just slightly so that I'm muting that first string as you would if you were muting a string in a chord. So what happens then is as the finger pulls through that first string, you're not going to hear the first string at all because it's muted. So you're still mainly pulling down towards the floor, but you are going to bump into that string a little bit. So just be aware of that. That is going to happen. But again, you don't want to come out and away from the string, or else you're not going to get a good sound. So what I'll do now is I'll just play the exercise through 2 of the strings. You want to go through all 6, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it's really boring to watch. So, all right, here we go. All right, so there it is. Go all the way to the 6th string, and it's kind of a test of endurance and finger independence, more so when you do all 6 strings. So if you'd like the tabs for this, if you need it, just let me know. My email address is right there on the screen. Please subscribe. Next lesson I'm going to do is a song that I wrote that a lot of you have requested, Escape. It's from the first Dead Parade album. So I'll see you guys around, hopefully in the next week or 2 for that lesson. All right, thanks a lot. I'm Matt Brown.